Hi, I'm Anna Yosin, and in today's video, I'll be showing you Sun Salutation A. Just like I did with the classical Sun Salutation video, I'm going to walk you through this step by step so that you can really take your time and figure out the proper alignment for yourself. That way, if you're in class and the teacher's going kind of fast and you're not sure whether you're doing it correctly or not, you can always come back to this video and check it out that way. So as we're starting the sun salutation, we always start in mountain pose, in Tadasana. And so again, I'm going to walk you through this. Now, Tadasana is standing straight, but there's actually quite a few cues to it that kind of help you do it properly. And this is really important for you, not just in your yoga practice, but in daily life with your posture. Because if you've got proper alignment and a good posture, it will actually give you less injuries and less pain over time in your daily life. A lot of people get scoliosis just because they've gone their whole lives of just being really misaligned, and your body tends to pull in one direction or the other. So instead of having a lot of problems with your posture, with pain in your lower back and your neck, that sort of thing, proper alignment will help with all of that. So that being said, I want you to take a minute to just look at your feet and look at how your feet are just normally. A lot of times people will roll out. This is called supination. A lot of times people will roll in. This is called pronation. And a really easy way to tell is to look at the bottom of your shoes and see which side is more worn down. Now, if it's just in the middle, hey, that's great. It means you've got pretty even supination versus pronation. You're pretty even in the middle. Most people are not. So just to be aware of that. So go ahead and just take a look at your feet and just see how your feet are naturally and what's comfortable for you. Now, proper alignment might not be comfortable at first, but if you're intentional about it and you go make yourself be in proper alignment, more often than not, your body will naturally get into alignment. That being said, let's also shift your weight forward and back. Now, depending on your personality, you might always be leaning forward. If you're a go, go, go type A type of person, that energy might be bringing your posture forward, which could then bring you out of alignment. And vice versa, if you're a chill, more laid back kind of person, and you're the type of person that has their car seat leaned way back, so you're kind of just chilling when you're driving, then that might also put you out of alignment. A common thing here also is the hips. So the go, go, go person tends to arch a little bit, and then their hips get they're pushed forward. And then vice versa with the more chill, laid back person. Either way, when it's out of alignment, it's going to put pressure on your spine and on your vertebra. So we don't want that. And a really easy way to tell or to practice this visualization, which is very, very common, you probably have heard it before, is the bucket analogy. So if you pretend your hips are a bucket and it's filled to the brim with water, if you lean too far forward, that water is going to pour out. If you lean too far back, that water is going to pour out. So we want to keep the water just steady in there. No water being poured out. It's a totally full cup. So that being said, as we're going back to our feet, we want to even out the inside and the outside, the front and the back. So just see if you can play around with that a little bit. You're going to spread your toes out, grip on with your toes, and pull up on the arches. Push down into the two corners of the palm, or sort of the palm of your foot, or the ball of your foot, and then into the heel. And just kind of see if you can even out the front, the back, the right, the left. From there, we're going to pull up on the arches, pull up on the inner thighs, and then lengthen through that tailbone. So our hips are that bucket that's full of water. We're not pouring any of that water out. From there, we're going to draw the navel in and lift up still through the spine, through the center line, pulling up on the sternum. And then we're going to pull the shoulders down and back, lifting with the crown of the head as well. So we're just really lengthening through our entire body. And we're thinking about our spine. We also want to think about making space between each vertebra. So if any part of our back is kind of crunched in, and you'll feel it, there'll be pain there if it is. Usually it's the neck and the lower back. Just think about making space between each vertebra as you're lifting up. So all of that being said, that's Tadasana. The other thing is we want to keep those feet, the ankles, right under the hip sockets. So when we say hip distance apart, that's actually what we mean, is under the hip sockets. So here, even though most people think this is hip distance apart, it's a little bit wider because I want my ankles to be right under my hip sockets. And a really easy way to tell that is to get a fist and then put the hand between the feet, and then that's usually about hip socket distance apart. That being said, let's go ahead and activate our feet. We're going to lengthen through the tailbone, pull up on the arches, pull up on the inner thighs, lengthening all the way through the spine, through the crown of the head, and we're keeping that chin slightly tucked under. So we're not lifting it all. We're just keeping that chin parallel to the ground. From there, we're going to use that Ujjayi breath, and I shot a whole nother video on the Ujjayi breath. So if you want to delve into that, go ahead and go to that video of how to do it properly. And take a nice big inhale. Exhale, bring those hands to heart. Now there's a few different ways you could do the next move with this one. You can just simply reach up. A lot of people will take their arms out and swing them up. So whatever feels comfortable to you, there's no wrong or right with this one. I tend to just go straight up. So as we're breathing in, we initiate the inhale, and then we do the movement. We're lifting up through the fingertips. From here, you can slightly gaze up if you want to, or you can keep that head in total alignment. Just make sure if your shoulders and your lats are super tight and you're kind of like rounding the back, we want to open up the grip of those hands. So widen those hands. And then that way we can still sink our shoulders down and back. So if you can't do the center without rounding the upper back, widen that. From here, we're going to begin the exhale, diving down. You want to keep the back straight and hinge from the hips. So what that means is here, not here, right? So if you're rounding the back immediately because that back is super tight, bend the knees a little bit. That's totally fine. So from here, we're going to dive down forward, bend the knees if you need to. We're going to bring the fingertips in line with the toe tips if you can. And relax the head, relax the jaw, relax the forehead, relax the shoulders. From here, we're going to lengthen through the back. So we're going to begin the inhale and lengthen the back. So if you need to bend your knees, that's totally fine. And if you can't reach the floor, you can bring the hands to the legs. Now, when we say lengthen the back, that means a straight line from the tailbone all the way through the spine, through the crown of the head. So from there, it either is here or here. There's no right or wrong if you're, flexible or not flexible. It doesn't matter. We just want to make sure that back is straight. Then from there, we're going to exhale, relax the head back down. And then we're going to take the hands next to the feet. You can bend the knees here, and we're going to walk the feet back into a plank position. Now, with the plank, we want to make sure that back is straight, right? So if you find yourself sinking down or if you find your hips coming up, we want to just straighten that out. So we have to engage the abdominals. And again, we want our alignment of our joints. So make sure those wrists are right under the shoulders. As we come down here, we're going to keep the elbows in towards the rib cage. Slowly, slowly, slowly. And then we're going to inhale and come all the way up into up dog. From here, with up dog, we're going to be on the top of our feet. We're going to engage the glutes so we protect that lower back, and we're going to lift up, looking upwards. If this is too much for your back, you can always come back to the cobra position, which is here where the pelvis is on the floor. If that lower back has an injury, you might want to come here instead of that up dog. So from here, we're going to tuck the toes under and push back into down dog. So down dog here in this Sun Salutation A, we usually do 4 breaths in and out. So this really gives you time to sink into this pose. You want to push the heels down towards the floor, and again, you want your hips to be in alignment with your feet. So your feet hip distance apart according to those hip sockets. You want to push up and out with those 2 sits bones, drawing the navel in, so we're hollowing out the abdominals. The arms should be straight, and we're pushing into all 4 corners of the palm, and especially emphasize pushing down on the thumb, that pointer finger, and the space in between the two, that meaty part of the hand. We're going to pull those armpits in towards each other and hang out here for a breath. From there, we look between the hands. We then step or hop the feet inwards, and we're going to bring the toes to the fingertips, the toe tips of the fingertips. From there, we're lengthening through the spine, and then we exhale, fold forward once again. Inhale, we can sweep those arms up, the back stays straight again, hinging from the hips, reaching up just like we began, and then exhale, hands come back down to the heart. So I'll do it a little bit faster without all the explanation in between. And here we go. So big inhale, ujjayi breath, exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, fold forward. Plant the hands, walk the feet back into plank. You can hop if you know how. Elbows stay in, slowly lower down, and inhale, scoop it up into up dog. Exhale into down dog. And again, we'll hold here for 4 breaths. Using that ujjayi breath. One more inhale and exhale. On this next inhale, look between the hands, walk or hop those feet in. Lengthen through the spine. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, coming all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart. Taking a few moments to catch the breath and let the energy of this sun salutation integrate into the body. So that's Sun Salutation A. I hope that was helpful. And again, anytime you're confused about any part of that, go ahead and come back to this video and take it nice and slow, step by step. And I wish you much love, blessings, and namaste.